Welcome to the Self-Belief Podcast, the show that we shift your self-belief in, because self-belief shifting shifts everything. If you're unhappy with parts of your life and you know something needs to change, but whatever you try, you just keep ending up back in the same thoughts, reactions or choices, my free continued writing session is perfect for you. It's a live event on Thursday the 18th of June at 9:30, and I'd love you to be there with me. Continued writing helps you find out the automatic patterns that are happening subconsciously, because until you're aware of them, you just can't change them. Once you can see what's happening, you can begin to understand why it's there and what can change. If you don't know what continued writing is, it's where I give you an unfinished sentence and you write it down, and then your subconscious continues to write the rest. Not the answer that you think you should give, not the acceptable one, but the one that comes out when you give yourself some space to write without overthinking it, because that's where your answers are. You don't need to have done continued writing before. I'll ask the questions and you write down whatever comes into your head, even if it doesn't make any sense, because you're not trying to get the answer right. You're letting your subconscious give you the answer that you need to hear right now. So don't forget, live on Thursday the 18th of June at 9:30 a.m. and the link to join is down in the show notes. If you can't make it live, you can still use my continued writing in your own time, because I have continued writing prompts available on my website, www.jennyfield.co.uk. You hear someone say something about someone else and you know straight away it doesn't feel right. Maybe they laugh or make a comment. Maybe it's said as a joke and you can feel it. But then there are other moments where you know you do it as well. You see someone and something comes into your head about them. You hear something and you've already decided what you think. Those thoughts may not feel like judgment. They may just feel like noticing. They may even feel like you're just being aware of what's right in front of you. And that's where judgment gets missed, because it feels like your own thinking, not something you're judging. Hi, I'm Jenny, and this is the Self-Belief Podcast. And today I want to talk to you about judging other people and what it actually shows you about yourself. Because this is something we all do, and most of the time we don't even realise we're doing it. The way you judge other people is not separate from you. It comes from what you already believe, what you have already experienced, and what you're trying to work out about yourself. I had a moment when I became really aware of this, and it stayed with me. Someone shared a comment about another person saying they were a certain size, and they clearly weren't. People were laughing about it, and I laughed too. At the time, it didn't feel like anything. It just felt like being part of the conversation. But afterwards, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Not just because I knew it was mean, but because I could see myself in it. I've done that. I've tried to persuade people of something that wasn't true. Not really to convince them, but to convince myself. To feel like I looked different, to feel like I fitted somewhere, to feel like I was okay. That was the moment I became aware of what was actually happening. When I judge someone else, it links back to something inside of me. And the same happens for you too. If you're thinking about how you look, you'll notice how other people look. You remember that thing about yellow cars? You never see a yellow car until you start looking for yellow cars, because you're really aware of it. They're everywhere. If you're worried about getting things right, you'll notice when others don't. If you're questioning yourself, you'll question others. Your mind is constantly measuring. It's trying to work out where you fit and what is safe.
Sometimes judging someone else gives a small sense of relief to you. Because if they're getting it wrong, maybe I'm not so bad. If they look worse, maybe I look better. If they're being judged, maybe I'm safe. That doesn't mean you actually want to hurt anyone. It means your brain is trying to protect you. And the shift of change happens when you become aware of it. Not aware afterwards and beating yourself up, just aware that it's happening. You notice the thought, how quickly it comes in, and what it's linked to. And when you become aware of that, it stops feeling like something that is just true. You start to see the judgment. Once you can see it, it becomes something you can look at and something you can question. Because not every thought you have about someone else is actually about them. A lot of it is about you and how you feel about yourself. Once you're aware of that, things begin to change without you forcing them to. You start to notice patterns, you start to recognize the same types of thoughts, and you start to understand where they come from. And that's where your choice begins. Not because you're going to tell yourself you're going to stop judging, but because you can see what is really going on. If you're listening to this and recognizing yourself in this, this is the work that I do. Not fixing it, not stopping it, just becoming aware of it and going through the awareness process. Because once you can see it, you can start to question it. And once you can question it, you can start to choose something different. And that's exactly what I do with my clients. We look at what is actually happening, not what you think should be happening. And we start to break those patterns down so you can see them clearly. If you want some support with this, this is the kind of work we do inside my membership. And next time, I'll go deeper into self-judgment, because this is where it starts to affect how you feel about yourself day to day. Thank you for being here with me today, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening today. If you'd like to know more, you can find all the links down below. Oh, and don't forget to press subscribe so you can catch the next one. See you soon.